Odd time signatures. Now this is the kind of thing that when I mention an odd time signature to a student, or I say something like, let's play this in 7/8, you see that look of dread just come over a student's face. So the myth is, when you're talking about the odd time signatures like 7/8 or 5/8 or 9/8, these are very complicated, complex, and advanced topics for advanced players only. And honestly, it's just simply not true. It all depends on how you think about the odd time signature. I've been in tons and tons of situations where bands called on me to play odd time signatures. Let's start with the way that most drummers think about it. When you talk about 7/8, most drummers will turn around and say something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And that's not wrong. That's definitely like the Neil Peart way of counting it. If you listen to guys like Fenichel or Virgil Donati, when they move inside of a time signature, it doesn't have that very robotic changing of rhythm, where it really emphasizes the skip.
We only stopped for a few burritos and told us of the trouble with Los Banditos.
Now let's talk about the way I think about odd times. And what I do is I relate it back to the most common time, 4/4. 4/4 means that each measure has to add up to 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go ahead and count that same measure in eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's go ahead and switch that time signature to 8/8. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, that's the way dancers tend to count off time.
5, 6, 7, 8. Stop!
What is 8 minus 1? That's right, 7. So if I take that 1/8 note away from 8/8, you get 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means that 7/8 is only 1/8 note away from 8/8. And since 8/8 is the same thing as 4/4, if we take the last eighth note out of 4/4, you get 7/8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There's no end of 4. The end of 4 now is removed. So now if I feel that more in a 4/4 feel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, without the eighth notes in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Notice it's a lot more of a round count. It feels more like the way you play 4/4 time. Now this pretty much works across the spectrum with all kinds of odd time signatures. 5/8, there's actually a couple of ways you could think about it. I relate to 6/8. I just take the beat 6 out of it. 9/8 is the same thing as 4/4, but we're adding an extra eighth note to it. You don't have to have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feeling in your playing. Now I don't know if this is the way Vinny thinks of it, but it's the way I needed to think of it to sound like Vinny, if that makes any kind of sense.